2 goals in 15 minutes sealed it for us. A big 3 points. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, it was a really good win, to keep us going. I think, like you said, we got the 2 early goals, and then we thought maybe we could kick on from that. Didn't quite happen like that. I think we were really good first half, and then at half time we were speaking about going out and punishing them and being a bit ruthless. Didn't quite happen. I didn't ever feel we were any threat of really losing the game. I think obviously they got the penalty really late on, which is a bit of a sloppy mistake, but apart from that, we sort of saw the game out. I've just spoke to them and I said, they've been playing really well recently, so halves happen like that, and I said, if you go 2-0 up, and then sometimes you earn the right to not play well in a half, but you still win a game because you started the game so well. So that's why it's so important to start well, and starting teams, get in their faces and get the early goal. It's really important. So, the next game we got Warminster on Friday. So I've explained that that's going to be a tough game, and we have to be on it like we were in the first half, but for 90 minutes, I think, in the next few games. Yeah.
Coming out in the second half against Longwell, we were a lot more defensive. Second half here, they were definitely pushing for a goal. Did Oldland just perform better in the second half?
Yeah, I think they had nothing to lose, so they just thought, well, we'll go for it. And I just think we do try and stop it, but I think subconsciously, we think 2-0, it can take the foot off the gas a little bit. We were really trying to not make that happen. I think we're good enough to be going and getting the third and fourth. That's what I really wanted today, but at the end of the day, that doesn't get you any more points. So as long as we get the points, that's the main thing. But I think we huffed and puffed, but to be honest, you just sort of saw that game out. The second half I don't think a lot happened, to be honest, in terms of both teams. So it was just good to see it out quite comfortably and get the win in the end. Yeah.
So on Friday, I think we're playing one of the most underrated teams in the league at the moment against Warminster. Have gotten some big results against some of the top 5 teams. What's going to change from today going into that game?
Well, we just spoke about that, and we said that against the last few games we've had, I think the last 3 games, who was it, Longwell, Chard and we played well for sort of 90 minutes. Obviously you can't play amazing the whole time, but in terms of a general performance in 90 minutes was really, really good. So we said that has to happen. Again, it would be good if we could start well like today against a team like Warminster. They lost 1-0 today actually to Corsham, but we know that they've been having really good results. I went and watched them in the week, and they won 5-0 against Longwell Green, and they're a very, very good side. They work really hard and they get bodies forward quickly. So we know what they're about, and as long as we perform how we have done, apart from the second half today, which I think if we can perform in the way we have been recently, I think we can give them a good game and hopefully get the result.
Man of the match today was Zach Costello. What do you think he brought to the game? Because obviously he was missing against Longwell. Was it noticeable that his absence last week compared to watching him today?
It's funny because I think we're I don't just say it just to sort of keep the players happy, but we're really lucky to have a really big squad. So like last week when Zach wasn't there, we actually didn't miss him because Baz and Nick played so well, but then he comes in today, Nick's not there, so then Zach comes in, and I agree he was man of the match. He obviously had a bit of a silly moment for him for the penalty, but apart from that, he was definitely the player out there. He stood up, he came back in, so it's good that we can sort of rotate the players in and not be any weaker, but obviously we always prefer to have Zach. He's our captain and he's one of our main men, so it's better to have him in the team. But yeah, it's good that he stepped up back into it today.